Pathetic. Can I suggest something? Sure. What do you want to suggest? Can't wait to read what you want to suggest. That's a suggestion. Shit, they're already falling. Wow, look how fast those mobs die. This game is a joke. Bring it back into San Marinos. It's laughable? Oh, God. Is it really? Well, I would like to play music, but to be honest, the copyright strike system on YouTube is just going to strike it, and I can't make ad with it. But I don't mind the game music either. Now, some people were asking, am I ever going to play another MMO on the channel? I think in the future, maybe we should just play every MMO. And if it's bad, we just shit on it. Yeah. Arcade Unchained. You know, a lot of people have said really good things about Arcade. They've said a lot of good things, and I never played it before. The problem with Arcade apparently is want pay to win, and I definitely will never play a pay to win game. So, that'll be interesting. Add on to the Whispers. It's probably game I pledged to, Pantheon, it's still in development. It's in pre-alpha. Impossible. Play Destiny. I hate Destiny. Hopefully Borderlands 3 takes a quarter of the classic player base. Why do you say that? Oh, Destiny the streamer? Oh, Alex, this channel is anti-Destiny streamer. This channel is not like Destiny at all. The streamer. Definitely not. Or Hassan. This channel is anti-Hassan, anti-Destiny. We don't, you know, we don't mock 9/11 on this channel. I think there's more waves than private servers.
Alex
I only accuse people of being child molesters? What are you even talking about?
Check
Are you a
out
child
Arcade
molester?
Unchained. It's the exact same game, but a non-pay-to-win edition. P. Personally, I don't like anime MMOs, so I probably won't be playing it anyway.
Oh, it's anime? Ooh.
Nice to see. Nice and entertaining content, by the way, smiling face. You deserve another $1, bro.
Thanks, Para. Just another $1, bro. Yeah, if it's anime, there's your answer. I'm not playing Arcade. Sorry, but I don't like anime, and I don't like... I just can't get into anime MMOs. I just can't do it. I can't. I can't. It's gonna have to be a hard no. This cannot be. Ren, deal with these insects. With pleasure. I'll have to turn an eye on the Embers here as well. Where it all began, level 60. Yeah, I can't play Arcade if it's anime. Alex MMO will not be anime. I repeat, Alex MMO, no anime. More sci-fi with some fantasy mix. Damn, what's taking so long? This game's not that hard. Top DPS! What's good? Suck it! Take off gear.
Alex Central. Can we get an Alex was right in chat?
It's also why I don't play BDO. It's too Korean, too anime. And I don't like the graphics and visuals of most other MMOs. WoW's cartoony style is just so much superior emo to realistic graphics bullshit that requires you to have an overpriced computer.
Are we? Oh, we're not doing Drac? I guess we're not doing drag. Fuck it, I'll do Uber Jones. I really need to go turn this in now. Go turn this in so I can.
That's still recharging. That spell I can't cast that yet.
Oh, we're so close. We're so close. We're so close. Oh. We're so close. I'm just trying to sing vibes for get the next part. We're so close. going to get the Oni attune. Ani. Why are so many people joining Kurtonos now? Because these fucking losers keep saying that the population on these servers is going to die down and people are going to quit. But in reality, like I thought all along, the servers are going to keep growing because people want to play the game. So the servers aren't dying; they're actually growing. And it's not just Kurtonos; it's the servers across the board. They're not dying; they're growing. And these people that kept saying, "Oh, well, Classic WoW's a meme; it's gonna die in a month." Well, they're wrong. They're wrong. Oh, it's Rexar. Fuck. Oh, why is Rexar the next one? Oof. Oh, look at that. Oh, did you guys see that, by the way? The cooldown for the buff. He didn't give War Chief's blessing. Interesting. War Chief's blessing. No more. God, we are getting geared, man. So we got True Strike. In the last few days, we got In Dream's Neck, True Strike, Warmonger, Black Hand's Breath, and I'm about to get the Devil Sword legs. It's not bugged. It's on a cooldown. It's not bugged. That's how it's supposed to be. The buff's only supposed to go out every 6 hours or so. It's not. Wow, that staff. What the fuck? Where's that from? Holy shit! Is that BRD? What the hell? Jesus. Man, this hunter is getting geared, man. We're doing good on this hunter, I tell ya. We're doing good. 2% crit now. Oh, he resisted the trap.
That spell isn't ready.
Why am I still in combat? What the fuck? Why am I still in combat? Why was I still in combat there? What? Oh. Why the fuck was I still in combat? Feigned death doesn't work in PvP? What the fuck was that? He stunned me when I feigned? Do you think that's what it was? I got in combat after spell patching? Hey, it's spell patching. Why am I still in combat? What is this shit? What is that? Someone explain this. That happened again. I don't mean to get that angry so fast, but what the fuck is that, bro? Like, the feigned death doesn't work? In PvE, I haven't seen an issue, but that right there was retarded. I don't understand what the fuck that was. The only thing I could think of is the totem kept me in combat? Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of. The totem kept me in combat. That's the only thing I can think of. No, my pet was not attacking. He was not. Yeah, I'll show you guys again. That shit will work again. Why am I... It happened again! What the fuck was this? It happened again! That's bugged for sure. 100%. You guys saw that? That shit was bugged. It happened again. That's 3 times. That's insane. That's bugged. The macro has nothing to do with it, bro. It's the fact that feigned death doesn't remove combat in PvP. It's very bizarre. I just saw it happen 3 times. In PvE, it's fine, but in PvP, I just noticed it. That did not. Like I said, the only thing I can think of is the totem kept me in combat somehow. That's the only thing I can think of. Like, watch, right now. Well, now it says I'm still in combat. I don't know. This is very bizarre. Very weird. Uh-oh. Am I happy with my class choice? Of course, I like playing Hunter. I always like, I like ranged DPS. No regrets. The only regret I have, really, is, you know... I miss my Priest, but... Priest, it's a lot of fun at DPS, but the Hunter class is... There's a lot of issues with it right now. Holy shit. 29 spell damage boots. That's one off the max, I believe. Isn't the max 30? Bruh, you should have took that, bro. But those are... I hope I win that. Those are really good. Holy shit. 29 spell damage boots. Is 29 bits or is it 30? I forgot.
That would be.
And I'm such a loser. How do I know this information? Yeah, these guys really are rough to skin. Holy shit. Shaman? No. Not my thing. I played one in vanilla to level 57. It's a troll shaman. I did not enjoy it. I did not. 30 is bits for boots. Yeah, that's what I thought. My top 3 classes in vanilla that I enjoy are Priest, Warlock, and Hunter. I don't like anything else. For the most part. Those are the 3 I enjoy. Priest, Warlock, Hunter. Fucker. I hate these mobs. Guys, 67 G to go, and we'll have the epic mode. Thoughts? Well, I gotta give the Shaman 40 for the Cured Rugged, but have it. I'll have it by the weekend, obviously. Not tomorrow, probably. And then I don't know what I'm gonna have the gold. I mean, I have so much shit I gotta sell. I don't know what I'm gonna use it. I don't know what I'm gonna use the gold for, really. What should I use it, guys? Should I buy some pets? Should I buy a disgusting oozling? Should I? What should I do? It's not like we're gonna be using consumables anytime soon. Game's a joke.
Inventory is full.
You know what else is a joke? This boss. Well, there's only like a few abilities I need to find that I haven't found yet. You guys so fast! Holy shit! You guys so fast! How's that Tauren a Paladin in Classic? What do you mean? Tauren's a Shaman.
I can't carry anymore.
Nice meme, dude. Nice meme, bro. Uh-oh. Come on, dude. Feign death, man. So weird.
I can't loot that.
We're doing Father Flame? PogChamp. Look how fast him run. Holy shit. Father Flame. Oh no, no, no. Oh, oh no, no, no. Don't start it. Don't grab it. Don't do it. Don't grab. I hope you're not grabbing it. Dude, don't. We're gonna wipe. That's not good. That's really not. Nope. This is not good there. This is not fucking good. This is a bad idea. 420 viewers, blaze it. Weed smoke. Weed. This is a wipe, I believe. No. We got this. I will save you. Again. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. Weed? Weed? Smoke? Weed? Weed. I'm hungry. But I'm at my caloric intake for the day. second. Oh, you know what's awesome about tomorrow, guys? Tomorrow is Friday. Tomorrow is Friday. Weekend is about to arrive. How many calories am I eating right now? I'm trying to stick to 2K. I'm not trying to go over 2,000. And I'm on keto, so getting the protein and fat is very, very easy. Hitting your, you know, eating a lot of protein on keto is really easy. Because everything you eat, for the most part, is going to have protein in it, so. Keto isn't healthy? Yeah, it is. Nothing wrong with it. Same people that say keto isn't healthy are the same people that say Diet Coke is bad for you. It's a meme. These scientists, I don't know if you guys know this, but scientists were used to be paid off to say that fat is not good for you, when in reality fat helps your sexual organs and helps your other vital necessities of your body to function. Scientists were paid to lie to the American people to tell them that fat is bad for you. Now just imagine what else they're lying about. I guarantee you they're lying to you about diet drinks and aspartame. I do not believe in the meme of aspartame at all. Aspartame is used to limit calories. The government wants you to eat as many calories and carbohydrates as possible because they're addicting and they want to make you spend even more money. I promise you, well, I don't promise you, but I'd be willing to bet that the government is currently lying about aspartame and diet drinks because these companies want you to drink as much fucking soda and sugary drinks as possible because they're getting a lot of money. That is my opinion, and it will not change. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
That's still recharging.
It's a lot of mobs. There's literally nothing wrong with Diet Coke. I don't believe that lie at all. That meme. Saying Diet Coke is bad for you is literally a meme. There's literally nothing wrong with Diet Coke. Addicted to Diet Coke. I rarely drink Diet Coke. I drink Diet Coke maybe like once every few days. What's wrong with Diet? There's literally nothing wrong with Diet Coke. Nothing wrong with it. How come you ended up going Hunter instead of Warlock? I just enjoy Hunter more in PvP. I think it's more fun. Do you guys know that water is bad for you? Don't drink water. There's chemicals in it. There's chemicals in water. Don't do that. Tap water's bad for you? See, I drink tap water every day. I drink tap water and Diet Coke. This is tap water right now. Chemicals. Love it. Love me some chemicals. You guys gotta live a little bit, man. You're always worrying about dumb shit. Stop worrying about shit so much. You're gonna get a stroke. You guys worry so much that one day when you're like 50, you're gonna get a stroke and die. Like, the thing I've noticed is that people take life way too seriously. Resetting. We're resetting the entire dungeon. I scream at WoW? Newsflash, dumbass. Most people get mad at video games. You don't get mad at games? Then you're not trying hard enough, and you probably suck at them. How you not get mad at games? You should see me. You think World of Warcraft's the only game I get mad at? I get mad at every game. It's called playing a video game. I've been yelling at my computer screen since Halo 2. Hour and 20 minutes on the salt shaker. How's it going? Yeah, it's going. We're doing Uber's runs. Uber. Yeah, if you're not getting mad at video games, you're not trying hard enough. You gotta try hard. I mean, games aren't gonna give me a stroke. Fucking women will, though. Are there a lot of enhancement shamans demanding raid spots in Kurtonos? I don't know, but if they are, they're gonna get made fun of. Definitely won't be invited to groups. I definitely wouldn't take an enhancement shaman to a raid. I don't see why I would. Point in bringing an enhancement shaman. That's not the point. They do no DPS. Anything an enhancement shaman can do, a wrestler shaman can do. You don't need an enhancement shaman for anything. People beat Rag and Greens. People beat Rag and Greens on private servers. Listen, the reason why I chose this guild is because they actually grouped with pugs. They don't seem full of themselves. I hate those cringe guilds that don't group with pugs. It's fucking stupid. Like, what is this? WoW Classic Segregation Edition? Yes, because I got the True Strike. World of Segregation, yes. You're not allowed to be in my groups unless you're in my guild, by the way. Yikes. Cringe. I don't give a shit about new content. My answer for that is I want a new video game. I don't care about any of that shit. WoW Classic is just a lobby room. I'm only playing this because there's no other game out. If there was another MMO that was out that was better, I wouldn't be playing this shit. Most people wouldn't be playing it either. Most top guilds hate Classic WoW. I don't think I know a single top guild that thinks Classic WoW is good. They all hate it. Yeah, all the private server guilds hate it. It's a disaster. Well, it's not a disaster, but It's a disaster from the point of being a top guild. Halo coming to Steam when? Pantheon? If it ever comes out, I'll play it. This dude's depressing. This dude's timed out. I'll see you, dude. You don't gotta be here. Imagine going to stream chat and playing like that. Come on, dude. Play it up and enjoy it. Enjoy the gameplay. Cody. Sounds like a 13-year-old who plays Fortnite. Been stream sniped yet? There was a night elf hunter that stream sniped me while I was leveling, but I out-leveled him. Oh, of course. I think well, when it comes to classic WoW, RuneScape and Star Wars Galaxies I like better. When it comes to like actual vanilla WoW, I think I'd still pick Star Wars Galaxies, but I still like vanilla WoW. Star Wars Galaxies has some of the best game mechanics for MMOs. I love the gameplay. The game design decisions in that game were great. At launch. Not so much. Not so much later. Rather play Legion than RuneScape. I don't understand why. RuneScape's a great MMO. One of the best ones ever made. Like top 5 MMOs of all time, RuneScape's on that list. For sure. It's gonna take forever to this guy to unload, huh? You're wearing rogue gear? I guess you never played the game before. Rank farm? Not for me. I mean, I'm not gonna take him. I want Peacemaker. I'm not gonna roll on Darwin's. Fuck, I'm getting tired. We're almost there, guys. 56 gold to go. Uh-oh. The warlock fell. Sucks to be that guy. What happens when you kill civilian NPC? And it's okay, I'm gonna survive right here. Civilian NPC in this patch? You know what I really need to do is we need to do undead strat. A lot of undead strat this weekend. So what are the only things I need left? Let's see. Mask of the Unforgiven. Black Baron, Gate of the Black Baron. BRD. I have bracers. Undead strat. Undead strat. Belt. Devil Sword. Boots is from Skolo. Kurtonos the Herald. From Kurtonos server. Ubers. So I really just need Undead Strat. I really need Undead Strat, BRD, Arena Runs, and... I really need Undead Strat. I need like 4 things from Undead Strat. Actually. Like 4. Head, helmet, weapon, bow. We almost pre this. And then I guess we'll just raid log and it's over. What are we gonna do? Running out of content already. Is classic WoW a meme? Seems there's huge drama in Tips Out's guild. Oh yeah? What's the drama? Can't wait to hear this. Is it about a competition to see how many dicks each person sucks? That's my guess. Are they bragging about how many dicks they've sucked today? And they're arguing about who's winning the competition? What? How am I in combat? Any beers? Nah. I'm on a
This is a
beer
new fucking
diet.
age. This is a new time.
don't know why we're skipping a lot of shit here. Do I need Pain Weaver Band? Yes, I do. We're only doing red runs though. I'm tired. We need Pantheon, boys? I would like Pantheon to come out. Let's see what happens. It's still really early in development. I hope it comes out. Everything's good. You like to stream Tyrone Biggums. Well, I'm a huge Tyrone Biggums fan, so. An MMO that isn't weeb trash. That would be Pantheon if it comes out. Asmongold doesn't like it, so that's how you know it's going to be a good game. Weed. I need a 1080 Ti to play Classic for sure. If you're not using the up-to-date graphics card in 2019 for Classic WoW, what are you doing with your life, honestly? Considering the free transfer? Absolutely not. Not to a dead server. No. Definitely not. No, no, no. That would be a mistake. That would definitely be a mistake. Fuck. What's up, we just... What's the best starting pet for troll? I usually just get a cat. Spec as a mage is Frost. If you were to switch realms, which would it be? I have no idea.
It's too far away.
Red to black hand next. What's gonna drop, guys? What's gonna be? What's gonna be? What's gonna be the loot? There's only... broken to stealth when I found him. Nope. He was by old man. And stealth's idle. Wings going, but look at that. What the fuck? What's his wings go like that for? Dog shit.
That spell isn't ready yet.
We're dying and going back. We're doing this again. One more time. What level are you guys now? If you're not 60, what are you doing with your life? They want to do MC on Saturday. We'll see if I end up doing MC. Wait, Blizzard's making a Latin American server? Well, a bit too late, huh, fuckers? A bit too late. Just a tad late. Fuck, dude. Work week's killing me. Did you guys know that tomorrow is Friday the 13th? Hold on, guys. I gotta go pee. Have returned.
Alex sent. Can we get an Alex was right in chat?
Ooh, donated $2. Thanks, bro. Thanks for $2. They find Jed yet? Jed is dead. By a monster friendo? Dude, I am so exhausted. Just doing this one last red run. If they can find inviting, he says. PWL time. Yes. Blackwing lair. Sick. Yeah, no problem, Mandy. I'm very tired. I don't even know why I'm tired. I'm not even. I don't know. Just trying to do this one last run. Taking forever. Put some keto? That's probably it, actually. That's probably it. You're probably right. That's probably it. Definitely. Can you imagine if that guy dropped the fucking quest item? How hilarious that would be. I wonder what the respawn time on him is going to be. There'll be a lot of people killing that fucking guy. It's probably really interesting to see how the respawn time on that goes. Oh yeah, dude. Maybe it is the keto that's been killing me. I feel better though. I feel better inside of 2 days. This guy goes, "You guys smoke?" Weed. Damn, those gloves are like, the fuck? 51 healing.
This is a new fucking age.
It's a new time. It's a new age. It's a new time. We going in? What's going on? Yeah, I'm like convinced Feign Death Trap is not working in combat or in PvP. 100% it's not working. Yeah, like when you feign death in PvP, it doesn't get you out of combat. These two priests are shit talking each other. Yes, drama, yes! Keep doing it! What's up, Cephalon? Doing this Ren run, but I don't know what we're waiting. I think they got locked out or something, so we're waiting to do it, but I'm running out of time. I'm getting pretty tired and I might head to bed. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully this is it. What am I gonna do after MC? I have no idea. PvP maybe? I guess. It's taking way too long. Do you guys think that the people in this guild smoke weed? You think they smoke weed? What makes you give what makes you get that impression? Weed, dude, weed, oh my god. Man, only 65 more gold. Someone give me 65G. We'll pull a cringe Twitch streamer. 65G or you're banned. Give me 65G or you're gone. I'm the streamer now. Gimme, gimme. Every day they wildin'. Yo, you be wildin'. You be wildin'. Oh, fuck. I'm already burned out in Classic? I mean, I'm getting bored of it, for sure. No doubt about that. I mean, the game's easy. It's pretty easy to get bored of a game that's easy. It's even easier than private servers. Private servers was heroic vanilla. If you played on private servers, and you made the right call. Burning Crusade's gonna be easy too. James Smith, please take your cringy bullshit and leave. Nobody cares. Leave. You're cringe. Ay, ay, ay. Hopefully we can get those Devil's Throat eggs soon. Should be in the next 20 minutes. Wild Heart gloves? Oh my god. Those are so good. They sell for like 1,000 G. EP Jones, you're also banned. You're cringe as well. Leave. Nobody has time for your guys' soy boy mentality. Leave. The soyness. If you're full of soy, just leave. I don't have time for you. Too much soy in chat tonight. A lot of soy in the chat tonight. Not enough testosterone in chat. Almost done with this run. Almost done. Traveler's jerkin. Yo, we just have a good night, bro. Jonathan Gustafsson, very true. Thank you. Very true. Very, very true. Oh, that's what I need. Fucking banana bar. I wonder if they have that for Classic WoW. Anybody know if banana bar is working for Classic yet? Holy shit, that's a lot of mobs. Nice. What the fuck? Why is he go so fast? Why does he go so fast? What the fuck, man? Why does he move so fucking fast, bro? The game fucking sucks. Scripted my ass. Scripted my fucking ass. Mob moving at the fucking the speed of light at the flash levels. Scripted my ass. What a joke. How did that even aggro? I feigned death. Didn't I fucking feign death? Jesus Christ. so tired. Almost done. Here we are. We're almost done. What's Ren gonna drop this time? Hijack shit. Fuck, bro. Fuck. Hopefully I can stream MC on Saturday. That would be cool, huh? Start streaming MC. We'll have to see. Possible. Oh. I feel like the timers of these waves are, it's acting like as if we're still in 2005. Everybody's so much better players now. The wave timer is still taking forever. Nah, this guild hasn't done MC yet. They're getting pre-raid best done and attunements. But they have not done any raids yet, no. A lot of these people in this guild are private server players, so it shouldn't be too hard. At least the officer core is private server, so it shouldn't be that bad. Why would I talk about Rito? Wow, that's dog shit. It should be deleted off the planet Earth. Why? What about it? Separate pain, $25. Whoa. Thanks, dude.
Alex Central. Can we get an Alex was right in chat?
Enjoy the YouTube videos. Keep it up, Alex. Smiling face with sunglasses.
Payne donated $25. That's a lot of money. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. $25. Very nice of you. God bless. God bless. There are rumors that Blizzard is killing everything off and starting over. In what regard? The game or the company? I mean, it's too far gone. Like I'm just so sick. It's a dumb. Honestly, talking about retail WoW is one of the dumbest conversations to have in life. It's just pointless. Oh yeah, the leveling 1 to 60 in classic WoW is great. You know, for sure. Who are the streamers shit talking classic besides Asmon Fraud? I'm sure I know. Wouldn't be surprised at all he is, but who else is? I mean, to be fair, I mean this is pretty much a joke. I mean, this is very, very easy content compared to private servers. I mean, you do have to acknowledge that. I mean, this is piss easy. This is painfully easy compared to private server. And no, I'm not gonna. Alex, can you explain why? No, you don't. I don't need to explain myself to. If that's what I say, that's my opinion. I don't need to explain jack shit. Alex, can you please write a 5-paragraph essay as to why you think so? No. Fuck off. If I think private servers are harder than this, that's my opinion. I played this game far too long. If I say something, it should have merit. I don't give a shit if you're convinced or not. That's my opinion. I know I'm correct. I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to convince anybody. You don't wanna listen to me or my opinion about a game I've been playing 15 years? That's your own dumbass self's problem. Asking for retail WoW to be good again is like is like asking your wife to be fucked by other men. Yo, guys, so what's better, Eye of Rend or Ghost Shroud? What do you think? 2% crit or 19 agility? Fuck it, I got it. I won both the helmet and the shoulders. I don't think I is Bis though. I think Stratholm is Bis. I'm pretty sure. I wonder what the guild tabard is.
What can I help you with?
Yeah, it's kind of shit. It's kind of shit.
Looking for something special?
God, only 62 gold to go till the epic mount. Hopefully some of my items here sell for tomorrow. And then, you know. Anything new on the auction house? 200G for Frenzy's Striker. Yeah, you crazy. You're crazy, dude. Wonder if there's any scopes. Deadly scope +5. Any sniper scopes? No. Wonder if there's, yeah. Here we go, boys. About to get it. About to get it. The Devil's Sore Legs. Fan me from World Chat. Oof. Big. 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 Damn, so what are we missing? Now we're missing helmet from Undead Strat, BRD, Undead Strat. I don't know what the pre-raid Bisp belt is. Somebody was saying that it's from Ras Frost Whisper and Skolo. It's the Frostbite Girdle, apparently. I don't know about that. Isn't Serpentine quest from Elvers? No, that can't be right. I don't think Elvers gives quests from Elvers. The Oni attunement? What Elvers? What Elvers quest? I don't know what you guys are talking about. Should you level first aid? I have first aid. Bijou's belongings? Pretty sure that's plate. I think the best belt is I don't know. I don't know what the best belt would be. What do you guys think? Cadaverous belt. Probably. That's 20 agility. Cloud Runner? No. They're all pretty similar. I mean, I'm gonna get the Giant Stalker belt anyway, and that's better. So, not too concerned about the belt. I'm more concerned about Uber's ring, Kurtonos boots. So I need Skolo, Uber's, Undead Strat, BRD. Really need Undead Strat though. Yeah. It's in the best geared hunter in the server. It's possible. It's possible. I mean, who gives a shit, but it's possible still. Sash of Grand Hunt from Emperor. I don't think it's in this patch. No, it's not. It's phase 5. Yeah, I'm looking like a beast, man. Look at this. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. If you guys saw this guy in an alley, would you walk away? I would. You don't want to fuck with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Almost has his epic mount too. Geared and epic mount and rich. 30 Lotus. Yeah, if I saw this guy in a dark alley, I might have to walk away. To be honest. Anyways, guys, that's it for the stream. 5 hours. Thank you, guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Friday night. Peace out, guys.
This has probably been one of the coolest things I've ever done. I've never really said this before, but I want to say it now. This is probably one of the coolest things I've ever fucking done. This is what Classic WoW is about. And because of that, I want to make sure that this continues to happen. It gets bigger and better and stronger, and there are more people who are being part of it every single day. Okay. Line up along here. Line up along this row here if you want to be invited. Everybody come on over here. Stand on this area here if you want to be recruited into the guild. If you want to be recruited into the guild, let's go. Everybody line up. Get over here. All right, we've got a lot of people. All right, we've got so many people. Let's have some people come over to this side here, okay? Yeah, we need more people over to this side. Invite, please. There's a lot of people in trade chat that are trying to get invited over, okay? Can you guys please, I'm going to make everybody has assist. Please start inviting anybody in trade chat, okay? After we fill this up, after you get your layer, go ahead and drop this group and start inviting more people. We need to get everybody here over to Ironforge, okay? Now, guys, what I'm going to be doing here is inviting...
Always glad to help.
people from their guild.
Oh crap, ik heb blijkbaar... Een hele goede morgen zonder zorgen. Ik ben de dag gestart met alles op te laden, want ik ben dat blijkbaar gisteravond vergeten. En ik heb uiteindelijk ook net mijn video geëdit. Dus dit is eindelijk klaar. En check deze shit. Het is de eerste keer dat ik het ga zien. Niet in het donker, dus in het licht. Nice. De uitbreiding van de bunnybus. Hey, ik ben super stoked dat we eindelijk zo kunnen chillen, want het was anders gewoon niet te doen. Soms was er hier zo weinig plaats en dan kreeg ik pijn aan mijn rug. Maar nu kan ik hier lekker chillen. Het ziet er echt ook heel raar uit. Maar het grappige is, van deze kant zou je het zelf niet zeggen. Je zou het eigenlijk onmogelijk kunnen zien langs buiten, dus dat is wel goed. Want ik weet ook niet wat dat de wet zegt over zo'n zetels. Ik denk als het niet wordt gebruikt, dat het eigenlijk niet uitmaakt. Kan sowieso geen kwaad. Komt wel goed. Oké, ik ga nu alleszins me douchen, me scheren, want ik heb dat iets te lang uitgesteld. En we gaan de dag starten. Sowieso, let's go. Ik heb de bus net helemaal volgestoken met allemaal spullen dat ik nodig heb. En ik heb ook een paar dingen hier gelaten dat ik niet nodig heb. Hoppa, we zijn klaar voor vertrek. En check hoe chill dat het eruit ziet nu ik hier deze zetel heb. De fietsen gaan er ook veel makkelijker in. Normaal was dat altijd struggle, maar nu is het zo easy. Er kan zelfs nog een fiets bij. Oké, super nice. Ik ga nu eerst richting de boerderij. Ik ga daar nog een paar spullen ophalen. En ik denk morgen vertrekken richting Nederland. Sowieso. Joe. Oh crap. Ik heb blijkbaar... Oh my god, dat meen je niet. Oh shit. Oké, dit is echt kut. Dit is echt kut. Oh. Dit is helemaal nat. Ik heb blijkbaar de hele nacht deze ruit naar beneden staan. Ik wist niet eens dat dat ooit open was gedaan. En het is trouwens al de hele dag aan het regenen. Daarom was het niet gestopt. Oké, ik hoop dat dit gaat lukken. Nee, dat gaat niet lukken. Oké, deze shit eraf. Oh my god, ik heb een handdoek nodig. Nice, ik heb het gefixt. Super chill. En ik denk dat we nu klaar zijn om te vertrekken. Hoppa! Ik ben ondertussen terug op de boerderij en het enige wat ik nodig heb is dit touw, deze oranje t-shirt, dat plakband was ik hier blijkbaar ook vergeten en ik heb mijn hangmat ook mee. En natuurlijk mijn vuilbak. Ik heb super lang zonder vuilbak gezeten, dat was een van de enige dingen dat ik hier eigenlijk was vergeten. Ik ga de rust hier echt wel missen. Ik vond het hier altijd chill om zo door de tuin te wandelen. Er is hier echt wel niemand. Het is hier zo relaxed. Maar ik ben toch iemand die ook van de chaos houdt. Ik hou van de stad. Ik hou echt van een grote stad die leeft, vol jonge mensen. Net gelijk in Barcelona, Gent, Utrecht, Amsterdam, Rotterdam. Dat zijn allemaal steden waar dat ik van hou. Maar ik ga vanavond sowieso richting Utrecht. Ik moet ook zaterdag werken en volgende week de hele week. Dus we gaan knallen, sowieso. Ik heb er zin in. Een nieuw hoofdstuk in mijn leven. En dat vind ik altijd nice. Ik vind dat altijd genieten. Gewoon out of the comfort zone en in iets nieuws stappen. Heerlijk. Oké, ik ga dit allemaal vervoeren. En we zijn weg. Let's go. Nice. Oh. Het is nog altijd non-stop aan het regenen. En ik heb al meer dan een uur gereden zonder pijn te hebben aan mijn knie. Dus dat maakt me echt fucking gelukkig. Mijn dag kan nu sowieso al niet meer stuk. Dat is niet normaal. Ik heb de laatste maanden altijd na 20, 30 minuten pijn gehad aan mijn knie. En opeens niet meer. Dus de pilletjes hebben toch geholpen sowieso. En ik ga ze blijven nemen. Zodat het ook zijn volledige werking heeft. Holy moly. Het is hier super zotte chaos. Het is hier constant veel lawaai. Daar is er ook een windmolen. Hoe vet is dat hier? Ik ga trouwens naar de Burger King, want ik heb fucking veel honger. Hier zou het normaal een Burger King moeten zijn. We gaan een keer checken. Nice, Burger King. Ik heb een lekkere visburger besteld. Jullie zien het, een filmpje erbij. En ik ga lekker genieten. Eet smakelijk als jullie ook iets aan het eten zijn of gaan eten. Zoals jullie weten, ik drink bijna nooit frisdrank, maar als ik fastfood eet, dan heb ik daar altijd frisdrank bij nodig. Ik weet niet hoe dat komt, dat hoort daar ook gewoon bij en ik neem altijd zo een hapje, daarna een slokje. En dan weer een hapje en dan weer een slokje. Het is net alsof ik die hamburger niet kan doorslikken zonder frisdrank. Laat in de comments weten als dat bij jullie ook zo is, of misschien ben ik gewoon de enige. Ik heb alleszins nog een refill gedaan, want in de Burger King kan dat. En Ja, als het kan, dan moet je er gewoon van profiteren. Het is niet voor elke dag, maar soms mag dat wel een keer. Sowieso. Ik heb er lekker gereden, ik heb er lekker van genoten. Oh shit, ik moet boeren. Oh, pardon. Oké, we gaan instappen en we gaan richting Holland. Joe. Jullie kunnen niet geloven hoe blij ik ben dat ik eindelijk ben toegekomen. Ik heb 3 keer in de file gestaan. Ik heb in Utrecht geen één spot gevonden. In het donker is het altijd moeilijk om nog een camperspot te vinden als je hem nog niet weet op voorhand. Dus morgen als het licht is, ga ik gaan kijken en een vette spot gaan zoeken. Sowieso. Ik ben nu in Zeist. Ik was hier vorige week, ik was hier 2 weken geleden terug. En ik heb hier een beste spot aan het skatepark. Dus ik chill morgen als ontbijt, kunnen we een sessie knallen op het skatepark. Ik ben ook uit de bus gesprongen. Ik heb mijn fiets gepakt en ik heb een toertje gecruised. Het is trouwens ook super warm. Het is zo een klein beetje nog aan het regenen en het is net zo'n tropisch weer. Het is warmer dan deze middag, dus ik denk dat dat betekent dat het morgen een super mooie, zonnige, heerlijke dag gaat worden. En daar heb ik echt fucking veel zin in. Oké, ik ga nu hier eventjes chillen en daarna richting de bus. Ik moest uit die bus toen ik moest er gewoon uit. Ik heb mijn fiets gepakt en ik ben beginnen cruisen. Ik heb zeker al 5 of 6 kilometer gefietst en ik kan niet zeggen goed. Ik voel het ook aan mijn knie. Op het laatste van mijn knie zo een beetje pijn te doen en fietsen is het beste dat er is. De dokter zei dat ook. Onbelast fietsen is een van de beste dingen die je eigenlijk kan doen. Niet te traag en zeker niet te hard. Maar dan ook niet de hellingen en zo. Gewoon onbelast cruisen. Oké. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh ja. Ik heb hier net een kikkertje gezien. Super vet. Ik was hier verslangen, maar het was een kikker. Er zitten allemaal kikkers hier in dat bos. Dat is wel gek om te weten. Je weet nooit als je ergens bent en je kent het steek niet goed, welke dieren dan er altijd in je ziet. Dat is dan nog andere vogels zetten en andere insecten. Bijvoorbeeld in Barcelona, dan kom je echt al van die groene vogels. De vorige keer in Utrecht, denk ik, heb ik ook van die groene vogels. Die zie je onmogelijk ergens in knokken of in gaan. Dus dat is echt wel waar. Soms moet je niet zo ver gaan om gekke diertjes te zien. Sowieso. Die kikkers zitten hier waarschijnlijk omdat er allemaal van die moerassen zijn en dat is hier wel typerend. Oké, ik ga nu richting de bus. Ik ben momenteel op de wc in de bibliotheek van Utrecht en ik heb net gezien dat de vlog met verreden afsluiten. Ik kan hier onmogelijk hier in de bibliotheek nog praten, dus ik moet dat nu eventjes doen, want ik ben die shit ondertussen nog aan het editen en het is bijna klaar. Dus bij deze mensen bedankt voor het kijken. Like de video, deel de video met al je vrienden en check trouwens dit. Hier staan van die opstapjes voor kindjes. Hoe hebben is dit? Peace out. Tot morgen. Bedankt voor het kijken. Ciao.
So hey guys, tonight we are meeting Sylvester Stallone. We're going backstage, we're sneaking in right now. Been invited by a good friend of mine who runs these evening whips. Are you excited, baby?
Always.
Always. Free drink, that's all she's bothered about. Well, I'm super stoked. I've never met Sylvester Stallone before. Like Arnold, you know, he's always been a sort of a big inspirational person to me, especially as a child. Growing up watching the Rocky especially, but Rambo's and films like that, so I'm super pumped to be meeting Stallone. And these events are prestige, they are absolutely amazing. The quality, you know, you come in, I think it's like a 4 or 5 course meal, it's all black tie, they've got an orchestra playing as you go in. Silent auction, we've got a proper auction as well, so brought my credit card just in case. Got some good Stallone merch.
Buy me a holiday.
You want my holiday? You want to buy me one?
is a holiday.
Right, so I've got a few security guards with me as well, because I've been to these a couple of times now and I get absolutely hounded by people. So I've got my own personal security guard. They're here. Say hello, buddy. I think I've got more bodyguards than Stallone. So they're just to keep the people off me, stop getting handed too much, but I'm super stoked. Let's get in there. So guys, this is Stephen Alexi, good friend of mine. He does these evening with the Experience with. Yeah, they are absolutely amazing. I've just picked you up on the camera, mate, how good these things are. And judging on how well next week will go, me and Steve have got a big meeting with Arnold Schwarzenegger next week. We've got big announcement coming soon.
Been in the pipeline for a long time as well. So
it has. You know, I think me and Steve will be business partners with Arnold Schwarzenegger by this time next week. So we're both super stoked. I can't wait. Cannot wait. But I'm excited for tonight.
Big things to wait to see tonight, man. Seriously.
I can't wait.
Because De Niro was a bit like, you know, it's just to go with his character, but tonight, mate, because Stallone's an action hero, just boom.
Yeah, got all the cinematics and the sound effects.
It's great.
I can't wait. The last one was amazing.
Have you met my dad?
I did, yeah. I thought it was your younger brother.
I know, everyone says
What?
that. Mind my language.
So, forgot to say, we've got Paul Gascoigne coming in. Gazza, renowned England football player, one of the greats, really famous in the UK. Apparently he likes a beer, and I've got a few friends that have worked with him in the past. And when he has a beer, he's a bit of a nightmare. He either wakes up in jail or in hospital. So I've got a bottle of wine waiting for him. I'm just going to sit back and watch it unveil.
One of the UK's most talented footballers who's not afraid to shed a tear, which is very rocky. Paul Gascoigne is here. Hello? All right. And also, the only man in history to have deadlifted 500 kilograms, that's half a ton. The world's strongest man, Eddie Hall is here. I'm so glad you're here, because my makeup bag is so heavy, I'd be honoured if you drag it out back and have to go home. So thank you. Gosh, you are big, aren't you? Glad I don't have to feed you at home, it costs me a fortune. The legend himself, as we begin an experience with Sylvester Stallone.
The world meets nobody halfway. Do you understand what that means? If you want it, Mike, you gotta take it. Can't make no exceptions, Frank.
This ain't a bunch of letters like any other union. It's a fist!
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit.
Knock me out! Knock me out!
And keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
You had that eye of the tiger, man. The edge. Eye of the tiger, man. I'm coming to get you. Buckle up.
I just want to say one thing.
4, 3, 1, 0.
Some reason I remember much about life. Life ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a mean and nasty place, and it will beat you to your knees. if you let it. You, me, and nobody is gonna punch how hard as life is. But it ain't about how hard you punch. It's about how hard you can get punched and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Do you know?
I gotta do that more often.
You have got to do that more.
I haven't done that since.
Try that in the supermarket.
05.
We have actually got the world's strongest man in here, Eddie Hall. I mean, he can lift half a ton, for God's sake. Look at that physic. You're in.
I watched this man's movie. Unbelievable. No, seriously. This guy is unbelievable. You know, you're strong and then, nah. Then you see him, you realize you're a weak noodle. You're basically a wet shoelace. This guy is unbelievable. Were you just born genetically superior?
Yeah, it's just
You know what I mean,
yeah.
It's what he does, Buster. You got to see his film. What is the name of it? Okay, Eddie's a strong man. It's unbelievable. And it's yours.
It's yours. It's all ours. Thank you, Eddie.
We've got to remember, of course, that on the 20th of September,
Yeah.
it's quite a big day, really, because something quite amazing is going to happen, and I'm
Yeah.
It's quite a big day, really, because something quite amazing is going to happen, and I'm intrigued because first of all, I love that trailer.
Thank you.
It's good, and I love the. I want them to know that death is.
I want them to know that death is coming.
Oh, that's.
I want them to feel my grief, and I want them to know that's the last.
It doesn't get better than that, does it?
We pull out the stops in the film. You know, I said when I do Rambo, I want to somehow try to, for once, not pussyfoot around to show like what war is like, what a guy with PTSD is like, and what weapons will actually do to a person. And people go, oh, it's kind of gross. I go, but that's the truth. And then this one, which could conceive, it is the last one.
Don't believe you.
Yeah,
Don't believe you.
yeah. I mean, who am I gonna fight? Arthritis? Who? Oh my.
It's about love. Like this is about love and family.
It is. There's only so much you can do about a guy just watching a man perform these certain kinds of deeds, and you go, why is he doing this? Why is there so much bloodshed? Why is there so much suffering? And then you understand what the cause is, and you can relate to it. You know, you just try to do as many things as you can. I really believe a lot of people have a lot more talent. They're just a little nervous or shy to present it. But all these things seem to work together. That's why if I had a choice, I'd much rather work behind the scenes and direct and produce and write.
But you want to act? Will you always want to act, or?
Okay, maybe a couple more things.
Expendable.
Let me turn this fan off. I feel like there's a hurricane coming.
Is it? Oh.
Just went through one of those. Here we go.
Woo!
Whoa. There we go. Sorta.
That's all right.
What?
Still too.
What is wrong with you? Now that is not a good fan. Ooh.
They're the good fans. There's the good fans.
By the way, I have to interrupt you for 1 second.
Yeah, no, go on.
Can you believe Arnold Schwarzenegger corrects me.
Oh, no! No! You don't put up
I
with that.
promise you, goes, you have an accent. I go, really? He goes, big one. Yeah. I go, you're really putting me on. He goes, we should open up a speech school
I
for
think-
people that never want to be understood. It's really funny. I go, how do we ever make it? I mean, I'm bad, but you're hard.
Sylvester, we've had 3 nights with you on an experience with, and it's been an incredible 3 evenings, honestly, from my heart. Thank you so much. On behalf of everybody, you are a legend. Thank you very much, Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone!
Thank you, Jenny.
Can I get a photo of you two together?
Yeah.
Big
Oh no, thank you, sir. One head.
This is the shirt he got married in.
It pretty much is, yeah. It's very hard to get stuff tailored to my size.
Big man. See you later, Paladin.
Nice to meet you, mate.
And you.
Take care.
Great. So Eddie obviously has come tonight.
Sylvester,
You
huge.
don't need
Lord,
insurance.
look at this man.
How are you, sir?
Fantastic, man. Look at this.
It's lovely to meet you.
This is incredible.
So Eddie, tell Sylvester what business we're doing next week.
Yeah, so we're super excited about that. Some spare puddings there. Sorry, this is my wife, Alex.
My wife, Jennifer, is there.
Hi, Jennifer.
Nice to meet you. Hi, Eddie.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. That was a cracking evening, mate. You tell stories so well. You really are.
You know, the thing is, when you get the first day, I had to sit in the chair, pretty much. Yeah. And it really, guys like to talk, you get, and and when you're moving, you're thinking, when you're in a chair, it's like, oh shit, you feel like you're stuck, glued to it.
You're so the same. Like,
Right.
like up on the chair action. It was
Well,
brilliant. I loved it.
you know, when you really want to think, you tend to go for a walk.
That's what I do, yeah. I've done a lot of these evening ones myself.
Right, right.
Brilliant.
So now I'm getting roller skates. I'm never gonna. So, have you retired from that?
Retired 2 years ago, just doing acting lessons the last 2 years, doing TV shows, trying to get into the movie side.
Yeah. You got a nice photo here.
You're
Because I
always
want to
going to have to walk, like you got to stop right there, because then you.
Because I get blocked.
No.
You get the angle.
Too small.
You get the angles. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Right guys, I've had an absolutely amazing night. It's genuinely been an experience. I mean, Sylvester Stallone was absolutely fantastic on stage. He spoke really well, told some great stories.
He's a character.
I don't stand up for people and give people a standing ovation ever, and I stood up and gave Sylvester a standing ovation. It was a fantastic night, and to meet him afterwards, shake his hand, spend a little bit of time with him was just, a bit like meeting Arnold, exactly the same, proper fangirl moment for myself. So very, very grateful to have come tonight, and I've had a fantastic team around me, keeping me safe and keeping the mobs from attacking me with all sorts of things. And But all in all,
And really good company.
and the best company. And in fact, you're standing the wrong side because we're on a slope. That's stand up like there we go. That's better. There we go. Honestly, guys, amazing night. If you ever get the opportunity to come to one of these experience whips, highly recommend it. You will not disappoint. But thanks for watching. Big love the beast. See you later.
Guys, I must tell you, Justin Gaethje versus Donald Cerrone is going down tomorrow night on ESPN. I gotta tell you, in many ways, this fight snuck up on me. There's been so much going on in the world of the free formats, right? Bader's fighting Congo for a championship in the evening, and Khabib is fighting Dustin for a championship in the afternoon. I mean, that was just my last weekend. So many different things going. A week before that, I sent Kevin Iole a text because Lomachenko's fighting that night, and I want to know what time Lomachenko's leaving the locker room. It's like 3 in the afternoon. Iole writes me right back, says, Chael, they're in round 3. Get to your television. Okay. Lot going on, but I must tell you, in that vein, Gaethje and Cowboy are fighting in a number of hours. They already weighed in. I don't think we've given enough attention to this. I mean, this is a mega fight. This has mega implications on the line. I feel as though Justin Gaethje's never lost a fight, and I feel as though Donald Cerrone is undefeated. I don't remember either of those guys losing. I've just never seen one of their fights and think, oh, their stock has gone down. Every Justin Gaethje's fight, regardless of whose hand they pick up at the end, I now want to see his next fight even more than before I tuned in first. He's just one of those guys. Cerrone has done everything against everybody in multiple weight classes. He's overcome the odds. He's fought for championships, fought big name guys to no name guys. He doesn't give a damn. Short notice fight, last minute fight, doesn't give a damn. And we all respect and we appreciate that. I mean, I can remember a few years ago, right when Cowboy should have been right in the twilight of his career, all of a sudden he breaks out one of the best double legs in the sport. I remember the fight. He was fighting a Canadian fighter who I know very well, whose name is now escaping me, but I'm still trying to come up with it. Guy had fought for the world championship against Anderson Silva before. Guys, who am I thinking about? Who's the Canadian fighter who fought for the world championship against Anderson? Anybody? All right, so right when Donald Cerrone should have been in the twilight of his career, I remember he's in a fight, he changes weights, goes up to 170 pounds, takes on Patrick Cote, and all of a sudden Cowboy Cerrone breaks out like all the best double leg in the sport. That's not your skill, Cowboy. You don't do double legs. He parlays that into a fight with Rick Story, who's a national collegiate runner-up, silver medal. Takes him down with double legs. Well, who the hell is this guy, and how is he getting better? Particularly at a new, if his kickboxing got even sharper, okay, I would get it. Now all of a sudden he's Mr. Double Leg and keeping guys down on the ground. He took Tony Ferguson down with a double leg, a national champion. When you have a guy like Cowboy who's getting better, appears to be having more fun, appears to like a longer fight now where he used to prefer a shorter contest. Put him in there with Justin Gaethje, who doesn't know what he doesn't know. Justin Gaethje does not know that Cowboy's a better striker than him. He does not know that it's a bad idea to come out and throw a leg kick on Cowboy Cerrone, who will check it and throw a straight down the middle. Nobody's told Gaethje these things. Gaethje's gonna come right out and kick him in the legs. He could kick him all over the place. Gaethje's just one of these rough and tumble guys. Oh, and by the way, Gaethje's an All-American wrestler, Division I. People forget that all the time. They forget it because he forgets it. It's one of these skills that he never uses, or seldomly uses, but has now talked about going back, has talked about using. Well, sooner or later, he's going to do just that. Sooner or later, him talking about using that lifetime of high-level wrestling is going to translate into him actually going out there and doing it. And if that happens, against Cowboy, we got a whole different fight. We have a whole different fight than what we close our eyes and imagine. I will tell you now, even if Gaethje does that, he is not disciplined enough to do it all night long, okay? These guys are not going to disappoint you. You're going to get what you think you're going to get, but then we're going to have a little bit of fun after that. And the reason I tell you that is we sit here and we talk about the sweepstakes for Conor McGregor. Cowboy was promised that fight. Gaethje, allegedly, according to Conor, was not only offered that fight, accepted it, and Conor accepted it back. According to Conor McGregor, he was supposed to, for a small moment in time recently, be fighting Justin Gaethje. So I think as outspoken as both of those guys are, and Gaethje doesn't go about it the nice way like everybody else that wants to win Conor over and be his buddy to get him to sign the contract. Gaethje's not going to go about it nice. He's going to go about it different, and that is going to create a different reaction. The reaction that everybody has been getting is nothing. Gaethje will go at it differently, and Conor will respond differently. And I think the same could be said for Cowboy Cerrone. Whether that's the drama and that's the storyline that gets built up out of this fight, we're going to have to wait and see. As far as this being perceived to be a Fight of the Year candidate before the contest even takes place with Justin Gaethje, oh, by the way, our friends at BetOnline.ag have Justin Gaethje as a 2-to-1 favorite right now. Fight of the Year candidate is very likely. I get that. A 2-to-1 favorite against Cowboy? Come on. That's good action, guys. The hottest topic in the free format fighting systems appears to be this week, pound for pound, who should be number one? They redid the rankings. Khabib was put in there, but John Jones was officially put at 1. Now there's always a question, right? How do you even put John in there with all the violations that he's gone through? On the other side, do you ignore the skills that he brings because of the violations he went through? Okay, well, I guess the answer came in, and it's no, you don't ignore his skill. He got put at number 1. Khabib got put at number 2. I can't read number 3, but Cejudo was 4, just by example. I imagine Amanda Nunes is on there somewhere. I would imagine Whitaker's up there somewhere. Stipe's got to be in consideration. So how do you break this down, particularly when it is a fictional topic that there is no way to break down? And I'll tell you this, by the way, because I have heard many people try to get into the debate because it's only fun, right? It's just discussion. There's no way to prove it, which in some ways attracts people to it even more. For me, it pushes me away. Go, why are we having a debate about something we could never prove? There's no measurable instrument here. It cannot ever have a conclusive answer. It will always just be popular thought. How do we do this? The other side of it is, that's what keeps it around, because it never goes away. There is no conflict met with conflict resolution. There is only a debate met with more debate. So it's interesting when you're talking about Khabib for a couple of reasons. Don't forget, the pound for pound was coined by a man out of New York who was a journalist in 1974, and what it was meant to mean, and what it must mean, because he is the one who coined it, is who, regardless of what weight they weighed or class they were going to go into, could win at any weight class. And whoever that is the pound for pound best. People have attempted to change that meaning over time. You have no right to change that meaning. That is the meaning from the man who coined it in 1974 in Brooklyn, New York, in a paper that sucked, quite frankly. He was talking about the sport of boxing. Okay, great. But these are still the rules that we have to live by. And when you talk about Khabib, you're talking about dominance. That is different than skill. In many ways, that is the greatest of all time is largely a resume argument. Dominance. The most dominant fighter in the world is Khabib. Khabib has only lost 1 round. Khabib has fought the who's who. Now, the same could be said for John Jones in terms of who he's had to fight. That's true. But John's has lost a whole bunch of rounds. Some people believe he's lost fights. Many people thought he lost the Santos fight. Many people thought he lost the first Gustafsson fight. By example, Khabib has never been threatened. Khabib has never been in danger. I can remember times Floyd Mayweather was fighting Sugar Shane Mosley, gets hit, his knees wobble, and people go, oh my gosh, Floyd's a human being. Floyd was so dominant. Those were the things that you had to turn to. One punch with a knee wobble. That's the same thing people are having to turn to with Khabib. Oh my God, was he hurt? It looked like Poirier hit him, and then Khabib kind of backed up. Was Khabib hurt? Is he a human being? When that's as much shade as you're getting thrown at you, that's when you understand how dominant you are. Khabib is the most dominant fighter in the world. Is he the greatest fighter in the world? Because now you're talking about a body of work and somebody who is dynamic and somebody who has shown an ability to dominate and control fights in both aspects of the fight, of which is and on the ground. That's largely why him versus Tony Ferguson is so damn compelling. Tony has shown an ability to fight absolutely everywhere that the fight goes. Khabib hasn't. That's not Khabib's fault. Khabib's never been taken down. We've never seen the guard work of Khabib. Khabib wants credit for that and going, yeah, you've never seen me in bad position because I've never been put in a bad position. Okay, great. Strong argument by Khabib. But it is a different argument if you're talking about dominance. It's for sure Khabib. If you're talking about skill, you could still bring John in there. Now, both of them are about to be left out of the conversation as soon as Whitaker and Adesanya get in the ring. Whoever wins that fight will be the greatest fighter in the sport. But when you're only left with conversation and dialogue and resumes and highlight reels and belts and titles, you are stuck on both of those athletes to put them head to head with Conor McGregor or currently with Henry Cejudo. Now, why would I say Conor? Conor has every right, if he can still make 145 pounds, to lose as many fights as he wants to lose at 155 pounds. Don't forget that. Conor has every right, if he can make 145 pounds where he was never beaten, interim champion and undisputed champion, to go into a sport of boxing, which even isn't what he does, and go lose as many fights as he wants to, as long as he can still make 145 pounds. As long as he can make the weight class of which he was unblemished in and the world champion, he has the right to leave that way to do whatever he wants. Don't forget that. That's part of the argument. I don't make these rules, but I am here to enforce that these are the rules that we adhere to. So Conor McGregor, as long as he can make 145, still gets a rightful seat at the table for being the greatest in the world. If we are conceding to Conor's concession that he can no longer make 145, then we are forced to only look at what he did at 155 or embarrass what he did in another sport, which was boxing, of which is great of a performance he's put on. He is 0-1. I'll back down again. But to look at Khabib and or John, while we are living in the champ era, and anoint them as number one when they refuse to leave their weight class is not an argument that you're going to win. You simply are not. It is why people are taking these risks and doing the champ thing. It's not because they just had extra space on their mantle and they wanted to put a new belt up there, you fools. It is because of their legacy and so that they can win this ridiculous hypothetical argument that can never be proven anyway. When you have a guy like Henry Cejudo, who is not only a two-sport athlete, but he is a two-division simultaneous champion, it is very tough to argue then that somebody else would have the pound-for-pound ranking when the definition of pound-for-pound is who could change weight classes and still keep the throne. That's the entire conversation, so you can't bring somebody into the conversation over a guy who did meet the criteria of the conversation. It goes to Cejudo. Based on that, it goes to who isn't even in the dialogue. It's currently going Jones 1 and Khabib 2. Jones is in a tough spot, by the way. He just happens to be the perfect light heavyweight. He just does. When he's training, which is pretty rare, but he's somewhere around that 220 range. He pulls a couple of meals out and sweats some weight out to get down to 205. Very short and easy period. And if he doesn't want to go into a weight class where he could be up to 45 pounds outweighed, that's really not something that should be his fault. He's also too big to go to 180. He's stuck. In many ways, he's stuck. And I realize, yeah, he could go to heavyweight. But I don't know that you could put that on John as an unwillingness. Khabib, on the other hand, is unwilling to leave 155, but it's not because he doesn't believe he can compete. He's got this loyalty and this brotherhood, and Islam happens to be at 170, who Khabib would like to stay out of his way so Islam can go on and reach a world championship himself. Very honorable and commendable, and not the first time we've seen it. Daniel Cormier and Cain Velasquez worked out something very similar. It's an honorable thing, but it will also take you out of the champ ability. And if for any reason you don't test the waters and do it successfully so in the champ conversation, you don't get to trump the guys that did. And we've even seen this in reverse, which was Max Holloway. Max, who's the 45-pound king, is the master of that weight. And when he left the weight, he ran into Dustin Poirier, and it was a valiant effort and a great, but he didn't reach it. And so many people then greatly reflected Max's ranking in the pound for pound. They had the right to do so. It's a knife that cuts both ways. But if you're going to acknowledge the deficit you're against when you have a guy like Max who didn't achieve the goal, but you're not going to recognize the Conor McGregors or the Henry Cejudos of the world who did obtain the goal. And you're going to put John up at number 1 and Khabib at number 2, forgetting some of these other guys. You're just not following the rules of the pound for pound, which was created in 1974 from a journalist out of Brooklyn, New York. Talk to you about the art of being the bad guy, okay? We're not even going to get into it in this piece. I am going to spend a few minutes just setting this up for you because there's some principles here that I really want you guys to make sure that you understand, okay? And it doesn't really matter what kind of campaign you're doing. And I went into the promotion business and, fighting specifically where you're promoting, you're building an energy, you're building an anticipation, and you're going to take live gate receipts for people to watch in attendance all the way down to pay-per-view tickets, okay? But it's still promotion. And I do see people in this space all the time not realizing what it is we're competing for. So many times they have to understand we're playing a different game. The game that is being presented in the sport that I came from. But I want to make sure as you guys watch this that you don't think, man, I need to be a fighter to really relate to what Chael's saying. I can be entertained by it, but maybe won't carry it over my life. Yes, it will. I'm in one of the hardest business that there is. Getting people to stop what they're doing, mark a date on their calendar, get babysitters, find a date, get tickets in advance, show up, park, walk in through the doors, go in the building. It's really tough. So if it works in this business, I want to encourage you to understand that you can apply it to all walks of life. But it's a simple numbers game, okay? I'm going to jump around a little bit, but stay with me because I promise I'll tie all this in together. Whenever you're doing something, anything in life, a lot of it does need to come down to probability. What are my chances? Setting a goal is a really good thing, but I've also seen people ruin their lives for putting it on hold, for setting goals that are not realistic, or that they do not have a strategy for going at a whole bunch of little goals to fall in line to then achieve big goal. So something that, and the reason I became the bad guy in my space, I'm just looking at the people, okay? And I'm saying, everybody here wants to be the leading man. They want to be the handsome guy. They want to be the well-liked guy. They want to be the cool guy. They're all competing for the same thing. The other end of the pool is wide open. If I come out and I say I want to be the bad guy, I actually embrace this. I want to be the guy who walks in wearing the black hat or who gets booed, who gets people that give him the thumbs down, who they're wadding things up to throw out on the way in. If I want to do that, just by saying I want to do that, I will become number 1 because I will be the only guy at the end of that pool. And if you can accept that and then you can relate that, because don't forget, again, when I talk about I came from the world of promotion, people also get stopped on what that word means. And I will hear several fighters within my own industry say I'm being under promoted. I'll hear that term a lot. I want to stop them and go, okay, hold on, before you go any further, just tell me what that means. And I see it, they go silent. They don't know. So then I'll feed them a couple of answers. Does that mean your face isn't on enough billboards? Does that mean your name is not on the top of the marquee? Does that mean they don't do enough countdown shows to put you on the .com often enough? No. It means none of those things. So what does promoting mean? Promoting only means one thing. Storytelling. Promotion is nothing more than the ability to tell a story. If you meet a great promoter, all that means is that he was good at telling the story in a compelling fashion that made the viewing audience stop what they were doing, mark this on the calendar, make sure they were home that day, sit in front of the television, and push the button. That's it. But you have to make sure that you understand that, because every great story I've ever seen, for the most part in my life, I wasn't a big reader. I read plenty of books, but I didn't enjoy reading as much as I did going to the movies, turning on the television set. I really enjoyed that. Was fun for me. But every great story I had, whether it was on TV or whether it was in the cinema, they all had a bad guy. It ultimately all came down to good versus evil. It didn't matter if it was a movie on politics and was opposing views. It didn't matter if it was a shoot-'em-up movie and you got the cops and the robbers, the cowboys and the Indians, whatever it was from the beginning of time. You had a good and you had an evil. And that's the way that you tell a story. When I went into the world of promotion and realized that promotion was nothing more than storytelling, I realized how important it was and how valuable and how bankable it could be to make sure that every story had a bad guy. Because I was there. You know, a bad guy still has to have an art. Make sure when you understand when I'm talking about being a bad guy, I'm talking about an attitude. I'm not talking about a scumbag that goes out there and is breaking laws and doing bad things. I'm talking about an attitude. Bad guys don't create drama. We create business. Bad guys do not apologize for statements. We make statements that other people feel need apologies for. Bad guys think, and they plan, and they strategize. They know where the lines are, and they walk up to the lines, but they don't ever cross them. A bad guy will always have a code. And even though it isn't the same code that other people within society would have, a bad guy will be fiercely loyal to his own code. And that's where he gets his integrity. That's why people then come on the bandwagon and support him. That's why they are willing to come along for the journey regardless of the outcome. Other people in my space, strictly outcome-based careers. If they won, they get another match. If they win that match, they can get another match. Eventually, they can get a bigger match. Eventually, they can get to a co-main event spot or to a main event spot. Maybe they can even get to a championship fight. But that's a hard way to go. You guys know that. You guys would be able to relate to that. Have you ever had a bad day at work? Sure, of course. And I come from a very unique sport of mixed martial arts, very unique sport. Because you only get 3 times at bat all year long. So if you get one wrong, you got to wait 4 or 5 months just to have another crack at the bat. It's hard. It's a very tough spot. I see LeBron get it wrong all the time. I see Kobe get it wrong. I watch Shaq get it wrong. I see Tiger get it wrong. And 3 or 4 days later, they're up again. They got to make it right. They got to have a good day. Just like you guys, you can relate to that. You've had good days and bad days. Maybe you didn't have a camera on you. Maybe you didn't get caught having a...
Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. In the coming weeks and months, I'm going to be focusing a lot more on the ancient site of Göbekli Tepe. And although many believe it's a unique site, it may just be the tip of the iceberg. As reported earlier this month, archaeological excavations have begun in the southeastern province of Sanhurfa's Karahan Tepe, another ancient site that is home to more than 250 T-shaped pillars, which bear a striking resemblance to the more famous ones of Göbekli Tepe, which is 25 miles away from this sister site. These pillars of Karahan Tepe were discovered in 1997, but were surveyed in 2000, in 2011, and again 2 years ago. Surveys that were initiated by Istanbul University and headed by Professor Nesmi Karul. The survey showed more than 250 T-shaped pillars, and experts are almost certain they date back to the same period of Göbekli Tepe, sometime between the 10th and 7th millenniums BC. In fact, Karahan Tepe is just one of 12 more locations in the region that may contain structures like Göbekli Tepe, all hidden below the surface. Talking to the media, Professor Karul said the pillars were found using geomagnetic measurements and physical observations, and a topographic map of the region has helped them choose exactly where to excavate. Even without geophysics, hundreds of pillars are seen in aerial photographs, and there must be many more buried underground. As I showed in my last video, which gave some background on Göbekli Tepe, there were 2 types of T-shaped pillar. You have the oldest and largest, which were decorated primarily with animal reliefs, and these form the circular enclosures. Then you have the ones that came later, that were erected inside rectangular enclosures, and these contain no animal reliefs and were built around the ancient core of the settlement. A wall was even erected between the circular enclosures and the rectangular ones. So, at present, we do not know the age of the pillars of Karahan Tepe for sure, but if excavations show they are decorated with similar animal reliefs, then this will be another history rewriting discovery. Thanks to the work of Hugh Newman and Andrew Collins, what we know so far is that these stone pillars seem to be erected in parallel rows as well as circles. And, like Göbekli Tepe, there are relief carvings apparent and even include a serpent, as well as cup marks on top of the stones. I just want to take this opportunity to thank Hugh Newman and megalithomania.co.uk for allowing me to use these images. There is a brilliant 10-minute long video on the Megalithomania channel, which I have linked below in the description, which follows Hugh Newman and Andrew Collins as they look closer at the site in question. They noted that at least some of the T-shaped pillars are smaller than Göbekli Tepe, which may therefore make them later in origin, a similar age to the T-shaped pillars that are found inside the rectangular enclosures of Göbekli Tepe. But, saying that, Hugh Newman did locate the quarry that was used for the pillars, and found a huge 15-foot stone still lying within the quarry. As it is so large, it may date back to a similar time as the largest stones of Göbekli Tepe, and the serpent relief also indicates this earlier time. The stone in the quarry is of course unfinished, but it gives us an idea of how the pillars were cut from the bedrock. I have linked another video from the same channel in the description below, which shows this unfinished pillar in great detail, and is certainly worth a watch for those interested. Archaeologists are sure that Karahan Tepe does date to a similar period as when Göbekli Tepe was active, but whether it has origins that are similar to the earliest or latest phases of construction hasn't yet been scientifically tested. But the limited evidence we have seems to imply there is a similar timeline and site development to what is seen at Göbekli Tepe. The site is currently dated to around 8500 BC, but until archaeologists get to the base of the stones, we cannot know the date of the earliest phase of work for sure. The September 2019 excavations will hopefully be able to give us answers. As you can see from the images available, the T-shaped pillars look quite badly eroded, but their tops have been exposed above ground for quite some time. Hopefully the soil has preserved them underground, so we should hopefully be able to see them in great detail in the future. As soon as I find anything more about the recent excavations, I'll report them here on Ancient Architects. Thank you very much for watching this news update from Ancient Architects. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, please like the video, and please leave a comment below. Thank you very much. Hello everybody, and welcome to Ancient Architects. Please subscribe now to get the latest ancient history news and independent research from around the world. Earlier this year, a new research paper on Göbekli Tepe was released that sheds new light on the layout of the settlement and lifestyle of those that live there. This video is not about interpreting the imagery of Göbekli Tepe, but is more about its layout and development. Important information if we want to make sense of the site. Scientific research is forever ongoing, and our knowledge is increasing all the time. But because new finds don't bring forth a specific clickbait title that the press and alternative media can jump on, new important information never seems to reach a large audience. Hopefully, this is where I can step in. As my recent video on Pillar 43 showed, there is a great deal of interest in Göbekli Tepe. But before I go further into the research of people such as Martin Sweatman, it's important that we understand the background and development of the site in question, which has a history that spans from the 7th to 10th millenniums BC. It is thanks to the team of researchers listed on screen, and many more in the field, that we are beginning to learn more about the history of Göbekli Tepe, as well as the lives of those that live there. This video is based on a new paper titled Serial Processing at Early Neolithic Göbekli Tepe, Southeast Turkey. and the link to the paper is in the description below, which does go into far greater detail than what I am presenting today. As you may already know, Göbekli Tepe is situated high on the Giannis mountain range, offering a wide view over the Harran Plain to the south. The mound of reddish soil, with a height of 15 metres and a diameter of around 300, is characterised by a number of hilltops divided by depressions. It is surrounded by a limestone plateau, which today has next to no sediment cover and scarce vegetation, and evidence suggests that this was also the case in the early Neolithic, because archaeologists have found ancient quarries, footholes and petroglyphs on the limestone surfaces. Not many people know this, but at Göbekli Tepe there are two obvious types of structure. The first type is the oldest, most enigmatic, and the one we all know, the round or oval limestone buildings, around 10 to 20 metres in diameter, with T-shaped limestone pillars incorporated into the walls. There were also bench-like structures running along the interior mantle of the walls. In the middle of each circular structure were two large central T-shaped pillars that stood on pedestals, some being as big as 5.5 metres tall. The pillars of the round buildings contain reliefs of wild animals, symbols, arms, hands and clothing, whilst depictions of humans are present but rare. Some of the buildings, and probably all, have an artificial floor made of burnt lime and limestone chips. To date, 5 of these circular buildings have been excavated in detail, but radar surveys show that many more are still buried. Whether or not they were once roofed is open to debate, but experts believe they were partly subterranean structures with entrances from above. They were also multi-phase constructions and long-lived. For hundreds of years, it seems that new circular walls were successively added inside each building as time went by, making them smaller and smaller. One structure, known as Building C, had 3 ringed walls, the oldest being on the outside. The 2 outer walls also had 3 restoration phases, and the innermost had 4. Evidence suggests that some pillars were also taken from the older buildings and reused in the younger phases of work. One thing we know for sure is that building first began in the second half of the 10th millennium BC, but repairs and restoration seem to have been common during the 2,000 to 3,000 years that followed. By analysing the phases of construction, the experts now believe that Building C wasn't in use for just decades but centuries, and the same can probably be said for all of the circular buildings. They were important monumental architecture in use for many generations, much like a modern day church or temple, and were the focal point of Göbekli Tepe. Later in the life of Göbekli Tepe, a protective terraced wall was built around the circular enclosures, most likely to protect them from possible large landslips. Around 8,800 to 8,000 BC, we see a new phase of building as rectangular structures were built beyond the wall, encircling the ancient circular enclosures. There were also steps down from the new phase to the old. These rectangular buildings were one-storey constructions, some large up to 29 metres square, which are thought to be communal spaces. But some were small or just 5 metres square, which experts now believe are living quarters. Like the circular constructions, they all had floors made of burnt lime and limestone chips, and they were entered through their flat roofs. The large communal rectangular buildings are thought to have had a religious function because they too contain T-shaped pillars, but they were younger and smaller than those in the circular buildings, being just 2 metres high. The rectangular buildings were constructed directly next to each other, often sharing walls, and so far, archaeologists have only excavated down to the floor level, and have not looked underneath to see if there were in fact numerous phases of construction. If so, it could mean that Göbekli Tepe always had a permanent settlement since the very earliest days of its life. In both the circular and rectangular buildings, there are no sign of hearths or fireplaces, so cooking must have taken place outside. Interestingly, the famous Göbekli Tepe animal depictions are only seen in the oldest structures, the round monumental buildings. They are absent in all of the ones with a rectangular shape. These do display arms and hand motifs, but both types of building did contain a series of anthropomorphic and zoomorphic sculptures, such as a wild boar with large fangs and snarling predators, just as we see in relief on the T-shaped pillars of the circular buildings. It's possible that such sculptures were made later to imitate the carved images on the ancient pillars. Images that were originally made to encode knowledge as shown in my last video. Knowledge that may have become lost in time. Although later constructions, there is evidence that when the rectangular buildings were made, some of the circular buildings were in a later stage of modification or restoration, as discussed previously, whilst others had already been filled in. As stated, archaeologists have yet to excavate beneath the floors of the rectangular houses, and we may find that these were always present, even during the earliest phases of Göbekli Tepe. The evidence seems to imply that the rectangular buildings were residential structures, contemporary with the late phases of restoration work on the ancient circular structures. As the rectangular ones were built around the ancient circular buildings, it certainly indicates that the circular ones were the focus of the settlement, meaning the rectangular dwellings were only built because of the important ancient circular buildings that were already there. We don't know what they were built for, but all evidence says that the circular structures held a specific function.